come to order, please. It is 9:01. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
And I always want to say Lions toast.
I always want to say a prayer, which is okay. Okay, so if you would take a moment just to read the minutes from the last meeting, that would be great. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can find that.
So you did that yourself, number 8, huh?
What?
You're gonna check on the mowing of the grass.
Already did.
Okay.
Okay. That's what we submitted.
That's what we submitted?
Yeah, and that's what we ended up with.
Oh, we wanted gray. We did, didn't we?
But
Well, that's fine.
I mean, it has all the
It has what we
Elements.
It
have.
has everything you wanted, the difference is the
flag.
the flag.
Yeah. Yep. So,
It's fine,
yeah.
it's fine.
And the original one that they sent us had dog tags and gold things all over the place and everything. We're like, no.
I know we were trying to cost down because it was so much per color that we used and blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. And then they couldn't do something with the flag or whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, so getting back.
Yep.
So, they could tell women are running this program. Are we all set with the meetings, the minutes?
Oh, let's make a motion to accept the meetings as,
Okay.
yeah. I make the motion.
Thank you.
And-
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the treasurer's report. Good thing I have my computer with me tonight. So here's the problem. I personally paid for the t-shirts. I did not get a receipt. She wasn't ready to give me one. And she said she would send me one. I did send her an email asking for the receipt so I could submit it for reimbursement, and she hasn't.
Oh.
So the balance in the account hasn't changed because you haven't been able to
And
submit.
you have the shirts?
How much was the shirt?
Oh, yes, the shirts was
But she paid for 'em.
$635.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully my husband's not watching this because he would have a heart attack. You haven't been reimbursed? So it's Claude, I don't know what to do about that. They did, you know, when you sign things, they give you something,
You got something?
but,
You got nothing?
I mean, it's saying you're okay, you know, the sorter is all set, but it's not an invoice, it's just kinda like a request
Oh, I wouldn't
for
have
the-
left without something, Sue, I would never have, but I'm a pain in the ass, I'm sorry, I know I am. But I would have never left that building without her giving me something written and signed with her name that I paid that check number, blah, 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 for that, I wouldn't have left it. But, you know what, they're probably gonna pay, but I certainly would not,
Do you have your canceled check? You don't have canceled checks anymore.
you didn't pay by cash, I hope.
Oh, no, I paid by check.
Can you get a copy of your check from the bank?
Yeah, I could go and
You can get a
see if
copy
it's
of the
been
check from the
deposited.
bank.
Before you do that, I would call, or I would
Yeah.
go down there myself, and I would say,
Okay.
okay, I'm looking for my receipt, I need to put that in.
Right.
I wouldn't be mean, but you need to put it in, and Monday is the day. Monday is the day that you
Yeah.
gotta put in your vouchers,
Okay,
so in order if you wanna get reimbursed.
so I guess,
And you can't let it go too long, because then they, I don't know,
Right.
it's just crazy. So I would definitely
okay,
make sure you get that.
okay, I will make sure I do that. Okay, the timeline,
My headache is pounding.
okay. So timeline, yeah. As much as I try to prepare for these things, I am so totally unprepared today that it is crazy. Okay, we've done nothing as far as inviting antique cars. We have one person who's maybe gonna recite whatever, I don't know what it's gonna be. Cause I gave them a packet with all three and told Tricia to have them choose one.
When is the,
It's supposed to be next Tuesday.
which is the sixth?
Today's what, the second?
Today's the second, so
Today's
Tuesday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4, 5, 2, 6.
Six,
It's the sixth.
at what time?
6th and the 13th, like at 2:30 in the afternoon, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Maybe it's later, I don't know, I'd have to look at the other thing to see what it says.
Did you tell them to call if they wanted to make an appointment, or did you?
We can call Tricia and let's see what's going on there.
She asked me yesterday when it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And what did you
I said,
say?
I don't know.
It was on the papers on your desk.
I was up there, I didn't have,
Oh, okay, yeah,
I know. So,
okay,
we'll
it's
have to
after
call her.
school.
Or, well, text her. Text her right now. Go
Text
on there.
her,
I mean, email her.
email her.
Can you do that? Can you do it from there or no?
Yes, I can.
Just. Oh, you know what it is, the rain makes my headache so bad.
It's what, the lightning?
No, the rain, the barometric pressure, baryonic, whatever the damn thing is, yeah.
Barometric.
Yeah, barometric pressure.
I don't know if I've ever sent her something like what, to tell you the truth.
Oh, well, I do, I think I
Okay.
do.
So this is,
Assistant town administrator, right?
okay, what was it brought before her? She's over at the school now.
Oh,
God.
not Laurie Reed, oh, of course, and I see her right there, her face and everything.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Do you remember who she was?
I'm
The girl
sorry?
that used to be the town
Thanks,
admin
and have
person.
that brain.
I don't know what you said. I was looking for
So
something.
what would her, what is her email address? It would be P Lowe at Hubbardston MA.
T is the town clerk, so it'd be ASST, right?
No,
I can
what's
just go
her
over
name?
it. I'll just go do it. I'll just go send it to her right now, so I don't forget, all right?
Well, I can do it here, P Lowe.
L-O-W-E, yeah. Can't think of that damn girl's name, and I know her just like I know my own.
So we're gonna carbon copy Claudia. Sorry, Nancy.
No, that's all right, I don't,
This is,
Well, if you don't do it now, you're gonna forget it.
oh, that's, I agree
Might as well
100%.
do it right now and do it. Get it done with,
and we'll go,
I'm just of no help, cause I don't even know what you're talking about.
okay, we're talking about.
You're sitting over there with the two of you, and that's like,
next
went right over my head.
Tuesday. And that's okay. Next Tuesday. We'll-
May 6th and May 13th at 2:30, for the,
Tryouts.
tryouts for the Yeah. Speeches.
Doesn't involve me anyway, so.
Tuesday,
Okay.
May 6th and
13th.
13th at 2:30. Did I get out of school at 2:30 or is it 3:30?
Well, what did you put down on there for the tryouts? What did you put down?
I have no idea.
You have a copy of all that.
It's on your desk.
Go get it.
It should be in here. No, I took some good news. I have all my notes and everything else in here and I have nothing. Relax. So no matter how organized you are.
We're getting this recorded.
Thank God I have my lipstick on. That's all I can say. Okay. Let's see. Okay. In the meantime, Nancy.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
This is what I propose putting up on the sign. She's unbelievable. I'm so glad she's back.
This is for the sign,
Yeah.
and you want something,
It's
just, you want something to catch people's eye.
Yeah,
Okay, just my thoughts
Yeah.
immediately. You've got calling all vets.
yeah.
Get a free T-shirt, march in our parade. I mean, just very, no extra words. You know, they see that, oh, free. Or you don't even need get, just free T-shirt, march in our parade. Claudia doesn't like that, that's fine, but I just thought it'd be,
And get it at senior center. You can tell them where to go to
oh,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
The chicken likes their baguettes, and they're easy to throw in the.
Okay, now here we go.
Okay.
This is
now
not
we're
going in
Just Oh, so we already did update on recitations, electronic side.
Can I just, while she's doing that, can I ask you about these
Yes.
things? All right, I have the invoice for Scotty's Body.
Okay, give it to me and we'll send it in,
Okay.
cause you needed to give them a check when it's
Right,
delivered.
I don't
Yeah.
have an invoice from Tennis and Events,
Okay,
but I will call them this afternoon and ask them for one.
okay,
If they wanna be paid ahead of time, then they'll have to give you a check ASAP.
they have to get you a bill.
A bill,
Yeah.
then give me not a check,
Okay,
give me a
cause
bill.
the next,
statement.
so if, that means if, so they'll do it, the next check run is the 19th. If you don't get it here Monday, the next check run is the 19th,
Okay.
which would be,
Well, I
it would
think
be
I
ready
gave,
for the
last year,
26th.
what happened was, I gave them my check.
Yeah.
And then I submitted it.
Right.
Which is fine, I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
But we do have the Scotty Potty one, so you may just as well, they sent that right out to me.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got
And
to
I
do
will be
something
there
like
when
that.
they deliver it. so.
Okay, thank you, Nancy.
All right, gotta figure out where we're at here.
I do,
All right, so here's Tricia's phone number.
Yep,
In fact, you could call her, that's
Yep.
even better. And what are these now?
that's what we gave the kids.
That's what we gave the kids, did you
Yeah.
get a copy of them?
Yeah. I'll take them too, please. Thank you.
So where did you give the kids? Where did you do this? Where did you give them to them?
I get, okay, so we didn't give anything to the school. They had to come to the senior center.
Yeah, but you didn't bring this over to the school?
Yes,
and
I
give-
did.
And give them this and give
Yep.
them all this?
Yep,
You did?
yes. I may have sent it via email. Because I went over there and I was asked to send it, I don't recall.
Alright, we're going over there today, this
Okay.
morning. We'll go, and I'll go, what's her name? How's her name? We'll go over. Okay, so we're
So
gonna deliver
anyway,
those today.
Yeah, okay.
And what are we gonna do with, what are we doing with these? Suzie?
Okay, so so the electronic sign, we wanna have that go up like Monday,
Yes.
okay? And I wrote something up, Nancy had a great suggestion, I believe, cause I'll rewrite this, but calling all vets, free t-shirt, march in our parade, get at senior center. Just so that it's eye-catching on the sign. She said I have too many words.
Who did?
I did.
Nancy said.
I think you just should say something,
This is what
let's just
she's
think.
suggesting,
Let's
yeah.
just think, okay, but let's just think. It's not like, I just say, something different, like inviting our veterans to participate in our Memorial Day parade. Please
Okay.
call the senior center at such and such number for more information. I don't know, I would just like that, 'cause and then we can email them, free t-shirts are available if you wanna send out a blast. You can do something like that, but I think inviting all to participate in Memorial Day parade
Call senior center.
for more information or something like that. Or just, we might think about that just a little bit more, but
She's just
something
being
short
nice
and
with it,
sweet.
so I'm just
Okay.
looking at it as what's gonna be eye-catching.
Mhm.
Right. Well, if you want, I'm
Do we
I'm
wanna
up.
put Memorial Day? Oh, are you making
And our
this
Memorial Day parade,
yeah,
Yeah, that would,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, so we can think about this afterwards, we
Yep.
don't have to take up a ton of time on this, we want it, okay. So the electronic sign is done. This is the public invitation, this one here, it's in your packet.
and where is it gonna go? How is it gonna get out there?
It's gonna go everywhere, and I was hopeful that we
Now,
would all
what do
take
you
it.
mean everywhere? When you say
All the businesses here
Yeah.
in town, I think it needs to go to the Westminster, VFW, and into the Gardner has something as well. Claude, you're better at that than me. You have more experience as to where you want these.
Oh, I think I would just put them everywhere you want, and you have the veterans in Gardner, you have 2 of them, right?
I think they
Yeah, two.
didn't they merge?
don't ask me, I don't know.
I had heard that they were merging.
In Westminster, yeah, you could do
Yeah.
Westminster and stuff, but they all
Yeah.
have their, yeah. But I certainly put them up all around town,
Yes.
I have post office,
post
Yep.
office.
maybe
Yep. That's
Country
post
Trail,
office.
I put one in Country Trail, I know last year.
Yeah, and are you gonna put this packet inside the newsletter? I mean, what are these? You're gonna put them inside the newsletter?
What I did is I took what we did last year and I made them this year, changing the dates.
So you put it in
So-
the newsletter? Is it in,
Oh, the newsletter, the front page,
It's Memorial Day.
yeah. The newsletter wasn't delivered yesterday, was it?
until 2. Who's gonna be here Friday, 23rd?
Well, that's what it was last year. And I
Saturday,
put
May
till
25th,
2
don't we?
because,
Until 4.
we're just gonna have to do it. I put it till 2 because we have the occupational, functional exercise class.
It's not today. We don't have one today, but
You don't have one today.
Where?
Okay.
Here?
why? We don't have one unless we wanted to do it ourselves. He has a meeting in Boston. He has to go to.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's why I put till 2 because functional exercise is here,
Okay,
you know.
okay.
And Sunday, we're here doing the float and stuff, so I put till 4.
Oh, you're talking about Memorial Day weekend. I was talking
Memorial
about
Day
today.
weekend.
No, I was talking about, I thought today you were talking about, no,
No.
we're not meeting
No.
today.
Okay, so we have to get these out.
Yes,
That's,
they have to get out.
are they gonna be done copy and color, or are you gonna do it black and white?
This is on stationery that I have.
Oh, nice.
I don't like the red because I don't think you see it real well.
I agree.
Should it be black?
Yep.
That's what it looked like. I have the stationery at home. And I'll just print it out. These I think look okay.
Yeah.
You know,
So what are you gonna do, just do different, are you gonna make
Are
a
you
packet
giving-
out of it,
giving me-
or what are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
just so
Are you
we can
gonna
see
make it
it.
a packet?
well, I don't
We
think, they all
could see
say
if
the
the kids would
same
wanna put this in
things.
their book bag, you know? We have them made
Well,
up.
the other thing we haven't done is invite the kids to, do their bikes. Remember how we've had them decorate the bikes? And they
And who do
walked
you
them
call
down
for
Main.
that?
We sent a flyer over to the school. And I just figured, you know, send Tony.
Tony, that's it, Tony.
Do you see how
Tony.
that name flew into my head?
Yes, yes. You're right, that's it, you should know that. This is Tony.
Yeah.
You're gonna go see him
Okay,
today.
thank God it flew in. But I was just thinking, you know, send them over the flyer 2 weeks beforehand.
Yeah.
And
2 weeks.
invite the kids, the
You might
kids
as
and
well-
parents.
Yeah, but we should gotta get everything ready, we should just get it over there to them.
Yeah.
Cause they'll put them in their book bag, right? So they gotta make copies.
I think what they do is they send the parents an
They do?
email. I don't know.
Alright, alright.
We can
I
ask the
don't know.
question.
Yeah.
Ask the question. Okay. Okay.
And you've got the lineup that's gonna be Lorraine and Nancy, the lineup.
I'll be up there, but.
You know, this is the lineup now, I've reached out to Ryan a couple of times, he's just been really, really busy,
Ryan who?
chief. To, talk about what's happening with the lineup and everything else. And I have been unsuccessful and not real, okay, he's gotta talk to me, I haven't been a pain in the neck with him. My thought was.
But he doesn't do the lineup.
I was thinking that maybe we should have, because Dave Meager, he volunteered, and according to Lorraine, he did a really nice job. So if we had
Dave
him,
Meager, oh, okay,
if we had Dave Meager, Lorraine,
and dance.
Nancy, and Ryan, have a little sub-meeting, it's,
Okay.
because he doesn't have to come to a Memorial Day
So,
meeting.
so listen,
Yeah.
can I just say something, not being,
Yes.
I don't mean to be rude or anything. Ryan has nothing to do with the lineup, really, that much. He has to take care of all the roads and blocking them off, and the police have to be in line, and, you know, yes, he's gotta lead the parade,
Mhm.
but he has nothing to do with lining up who's gonna be
No,
where.
no. Yeah,
Yes.
you're absolutely right,
So,
but I'm,
He'll be
parking,
there.
he doesn't really care about parking and stuff like that. I just thought that if he and Dave Meager, they were working together all on the same page, so that they knew what each other were doing. Not that Ryan's in charge of
Right,
that,
right.
but just to keep him kinda in the loop.
So we could tell Ryan that Dave Meager will be working with him as far as the
Well, I haven't
lineup
asked
goes.
Dave Meager, cause I don't wanna hurt Lorraine's feelings either.
Well, Lorraine is gonna be there too, you're gonna have
Right.
both.
Right, that my thought was to have
Both,
them,
and
because
whoever
the
comes in-
Lions said, now you've talked to the Lions as far as lineup, and they said that they would help us with it,
Mhm.
so.
They'll be, you know, we'll be
Yeah.
there, Lorraine had said they did not want the walkie-talkies this year,
Why not?
because she said they didn't use them. They didn't know how to use them, they couldn't figure them out, and whatever, she said, we didn't use them, cause we couldn't get them to work, couldn't figure out how to work them, so we didn't need them, we survived without them. And I don't think there's a problem up there, I don't, you know.
Alright, well,
Yeah, if anyone is an emergency, they have a phone.
right,
And if you can't get phone service, we did really well for a couple weeks with phone service, and now it's right back in the pits. Phone service this week has been terrible.
and they've got the lineup, they know how the lineup goes,
Okay.
you've got that already, right?
And, yeah, it's not a problem.
Alright,
I mean,
Okay.
you've got Greens up there that have been doing it.
yeah.
You've got, you know, for years, you've got everybody.
Speaking of the Greens, I think I'm gonna have to talk to Joyce because I think Claudia's too afraid.
I haven't said anything.
I think she's too afraid.
Okay.
So if you would like, I will talk to Joyce and see. Claudia said, Meme, she's got a beautiful voice, though, you should hear
Yeah.
how she sings at Star Spangled
Yeah.
Banner. She's very different, it's very pretty,
Yeah,
very nice. She will be walking, she'll have her Arazzi outfit on and everything. But she said, Meme, I just get so nervous up in front of people.
She
Okay.
doesn't
She
wanna
was
do a
trying to
solo.
do-
Were they
she-
going to have her do a solo?
She was gonna do the Star Spangled Banner.
It's a solo.
yeah,
But she was gonna try to do the karaoke on the ship to just get used to, but they
Yeah.
didn't have it, you know, so she really has a beautiful, I'm really disappointed, but I don't wanna make her feel,
right.
so let
Okay.
me I'm gonna run it by
Joyce
her
and I
one more
had,
time.
Joyce and I had a conversation in the parking lot within the last week,
Oh, good,
and she's like, let me know what you wanna do,
okay,
so,
Good.
you're in charge. You
alright,
can talk.
well, you can, if you've talked to her already.
No, you
Cause I don't
go
wanna
ahead.
stick my nose in,
No,
if you've
no,
already spoke to her, don't-
Joyce won't care
She doesn't care, just
what you do,
talk to her.
if they did have to take over the whole thing, or
Yeah,
if they don't do anything, we don't need you this year, Joyce isn't,
Yeah.
the Greens
No,
are not
no,
gonna
cause
care.
we had the little girl do it last year and she was cute.
Yeah, they're not gonna care.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. So I'll just run it by Claudia one more time, I'm not gonna push her,
yeah,
and I don't wanna, I feel
yeah,
bad
because
to get up and
we've
froze.
got it, we've got it handled.
Yeah, so, okay, so the music is okay.
So we're gonna sing,
we gotta back
take
up.
this out.
Now, if you ask the swinging, singing seniors, are they singing or not?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So this is with the singers.
They do
And I
the-
talked to Janine
Okay,
just this past Tuesday.
okay.
Cause I was looking at the program, and the program, it says you're gonna sing the reply to taps, and then go sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. That didn't happen last year. And so I told her, I said, once you finish taps, then you do.
Go right to that,
And then Mike will say veterans dismissed,
right.
okay? Cause we wanna make sure we get that song in there.
So don't they do a,
And they're gonna do a concert beforehand.
no, don't they have a prayer right at the end of it, a benediction?
Yes,
So they're gonna dismiss the vets before they do the benediction, or no? I mean, I don't know.
let me know.
No. Okay.
Cause who do we have for who do we have, you're gonna be the good girl.
I did
Okay,
it when I
so
first
this
moved
is-
here for town, but.
This is what we do, okay. So General Smith has finished talking. I now invite all veterans to stand and be recognized. Please know that the town of Hubbardston and all those present today appreciate and honors your service to our great country. While we are standing, we invite the Green family to sing America the Beautiful. Would Nancy Rogan please come to the podium and lead us in a benediction? Stand aside, because now taps.
The
Singers will
benediction?
sing.
That's before taps, yeah.
Yep, it's
Is
before
it supposed to be
taps.
before taps?
That's what
I
it was
thought it was
last
always
year.
at the end.
No.
No? Okay.
Singers will sing the reply, and let there be peace begin with me. Then he starts speaking again. The Memorial Day Parade Committee thanks you for participating in the service. The committee asks the youth in town to patriotically decorate their bikes. Please stop by and admire their work. After that, please join us across the street for a free ice cream social at the senior center. Veterans, you are dismissed. Okay,
Sounds great.
so,
Yeah, yeah.
at least I did one thing right so far today. Okay. The floats. The Golden Age are having a float. The Lions, I believe, are having a float. And the Veterans.
We don't even know we have anybody riding or anything yet, right?
We don't know anything. So I had done something, I have it ready, you know, are you riding, are you walking, as they
We need
sign
to
up to
have
get.
that out now,
Yeah.
because that's where you're
Okay.
gonna get the people, is the people that come in here.
Okay, we can do that.
Now, is
after
Bill
this.
gonna ride on the float? He did last year, I
He
think.
usually walks, but.
Or walk, yeah. Sometimes he walks with the police.
He yeah, I don't know if you walk with police, he will walk with veterans, there's no
Yeah.
question now, cause he's not officially a policeman.
Oh, okay, so maybe he'll walk with veterans, okay.
I say that now, but I really can't speak for him.
I mean, we'd like to get at least 10 veterans on the float,
Yeah, no, he
you know,
will.
Yeah.
if we're gonna have something.
Yeah.
But then we need to have the people walk.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
You got the paper ready, so you'll have that for me?
Yep, I can print that up after the meeting, we can print that up and be ready to go. We can put the t-shirts, I don't know if you moved the t-shirts out there or not.
No, they're right there, we gotta
Yeah.
put them all in the right
Okay.
sizes and all
Yeah,
that.
size it. Yes, ma'am.
I gave you the Scotty Patty's bill.
Yes.
You're going to give that directly to them, mail it, have it mailed to them, or are you going to give it to me to give to them when they deliver?
We usually have the check come to us here at the senior center to be given
Scotty.
to Scotty parties.
We don't, I never did that, I sent the bill in. Did you pay for it?
I paid that,
Oh,
and I got reimbursed.
So she,
so shit's gotta come here for you.
yeah,
But they sent me an invoice, which I gave to Sue, and if
Yeah.
you can,
Yeah.
you can either mail it to them, or you can, but
We
they
used to-
want it that day, they
Yeah.
don't.
they
See,
want a
they
check that
always,
day.
they always let me, I always told them, it's for the town. So now you have to give me the invoice and I send it into the town for a voucher and the town sends them a check. So
That's
I don't
fine.
have to do it, but you already paid?
No,
No, she's got the bill.
I'm asking.
Oh, so
See,
you
in the
send it
past-
in and you,
Okay, so when I met them 2 years ago, I had the check, I had the town check with me.
From the town check.
And handed it to the guy because you were supposed to give a check on delivery of the Scotty's party. You're saying you don't need to do that,
I never did. They
Okay.
gave me the check, they
Okay.
understood it was done with the town.
Yeah.
I sent the voucher into the town and the town mailed them the check.
okay,
Okay.
But if you,
want me,
if you
I'm
want,
going up there, do you want me to take that voucher up, or you gonna do that?
you're going up there today? Oh, no, I will fill out the paperwork for you.
You do
they're
that.
not open today, are they?
Why? It's Friday. Are they not, town's not open on Friday?
No, they don't work
Oh,
Fridays.
sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
so
wish they
that,
were.
so Scotty Body's done. On tents and events, I don't have a voucher from them yet. I will get to hold them today. Do you wanna do the same thing, or do you want me to pay them and get reimbursed?
That's up to you, but we can do the same thing for them,
Because,
you know, that way that way it doesn't get into your stuff and you're not chasing them.
I will ask them to send a check, or send a voucher.
Make sure you keep a copy of the
Yes,
vouchers that you send in, that you know that you sent the town the voucher.
Yeah.
And now it's the town's
Right.
responsibility to make sure that that's paid.
yeah,
Okay,
so
Out of
give me
that
the
money.
bill
I'll get a bill.
and we'll make out the voucher
Okay.
for it to get paid.
Then, along with tents and events, you mentioned setting up the chairs. I
Okay.
do have men available from the Lions who will do it, but do you, then when I mentioned it, you said you had someone, you didn't need them,
We
so I
don't
don't
have
know.
anybody.
I reached out to
The Boy
Nika.
Scouts can't.
Right, cause they're marching. They're with ROTC, all the Boy Scouts, I guess, are in ROTC, so nobody's available. I did reach out to Nika. I have not heard anything yet.
Who's Nika?
Jenkins at the school. she's the volunteer coordinator.
So
But it's
I would-
hours.
Yeah.
At the school. I sent her something 2 weeks ago, and it's been school vacation. I'd need to follow up on that.
I think I would not do that. That's just one thing you can get rid of. If Nancy has the Lions Club, I'm more than happy, and I know that they would do a nice job.
Okay.
I would just say, Nancy, do that, forget the school. They
Okay.
haven't called you back, they haven't got back to you, it's been 2 weeks. I mean, you procrastinate, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be the last minute, and
Right.
you're gonna be saying, oh, Nancy, can you get those? And she'd be like,
Okay,
they've already
Nance.
made plans, so why don't we,
We're gonna say Lions Club.
right, why don't we let her, if they're willing
Yeah.
to do that for us, I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And it's one less thing off your plate.
Right.
So we're setting up chairs, that's
Yeah.
it, not tents and all that kind of stuff, just chairs.
Tents,
Well, tents, we're gonna,
tents go up Sunday.
tents
That's,
go up Sunday.
if
Yeah.
you need it.
We got pop-ups in here, you know, for the sun and for the if it rains,
Yeah.
so we need to put them
We
up.
need to, do we need to go over, after the leaves come out, like in 2 weeks, we need to go over to the common to make sure that the tents are in the right place.
Why
For
don't
the
we go over
sun.
there on that Sunday and get everything all done that day?
Okay.
Can we do it that Sunday
Yeah.
or that, I mean, it won't take that long, will it?
Those tents were easy to
Oh,
put
you're
up.
looking at me,
Yeah.
I just asked, I don't know, did you say the Lions, do you want help with the tents?
Sure, we'll take help, won't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have anybody, we have nobody. The
You're
help-
looking
Well, I
at
just
Nancy,
need to know.
Nancy,
I mean, if
you're
they're
looking
willing-
at us right now.
This is it,
This is
we got
it.
nobody.
I know, I just
And,
want,
and we're trying the best we can, but we
Yeah.
don't have anybody stepping forward, and what are we gonna do?
I
You know?
just wanna know
Yeah.
what is
So we are looking
expected
at
of
you.
me.
So,
Yeah.
this is the thing, Nance, let me tell you, anything the Lions can do for us, we would love.
Okay, so
And-
when do you want them there to set up things?
Well, when will the chairs be there?
The chairs are usually delivered that
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when they set up the chairs, they usually set up the chairs early in the morning.
That
So there's
morning,
no dew and all
they
that
set
stuff
the
on
chairs up, that's what she said
Yeah.
that
9
day.
o'clock.
9 o'clock that morning.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just thought, do we wanna set the tents up that morning also?
I wonder if you wanna set them up at noontime on Sunday.
Depends on
Because
the weather.
because then you'll know, if it's sunny, you'll
We'll
know
know what
where
the
they need
weather's gonna
shade, where they need shade.
Well, 9
you
in
know.
the morning, 11, right, 11.
Yeah, if they,
11, we should be there at 11 to see what it is,
11.
right?
So,
But if it's weather bad, then we'll have to set them up on Monday, cause you can't set them up if it's windy or rain or whatever.
Yeah. I know the wind's been crazy.
Tentatively on Sunday, if the weather is good, if the weather's bad, we're gonna have to put them up on,
On
Okay.
Monday
Sunday.
morning.
depending on the weather.
And you know, why not put them up Sunday morning, Monday morning? It doesn't take that long to
Well,
put
that's
those
fine
tents
too.
up. What do you think? Or should we talk to Ed Gossett? Not that he's gonna be able to do it.
Poor Ed, I
I
know.
know, he's
We
struggling.
got all the tents in the shed, we can use our tents in the shed, I bought those last
Yeah.
year, 4 or 5 of them. So we can use
And
them.
maybe.
I think you'd be better, Lions would be happier and I'd get more results if we're doing this all at one time.
Alright, so
Yeah.
then do that,
I mean, I
so
really-
then
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah.
You're
okay.
not asking them
And
to
let
come
the
Sunday
Lions,
and come back
let
on.
the people, let the Lions Club guys decide where the sun is and where it isn't, let's not, we gotta get that off our plate.
Yeah.
If they're gonna be up there anyway, and they say the sun is gonna be really hot, then put a thing up there.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so we're talking then on 9 o'clock on Monday morning,
Yeah,
not Sunday.
so you think you can get all set up by 11, everything should be set up by
Chairs and
11.
tents.
do you want John there too? Carney, Reggie, my son,
The Lions Club are gonna take care of that, so why don't
Okay.
we use John as far as the
he's gonna be blocking,
trailers,
he blocks the driveway.
trailers,
You come up here.
well, the floats are gonna come like how they always do,
Yeah.
like that. And the handicap people can go up
Mhm.
there.
Did you talk to the people who lived in that house that was parking on the common? Remember last year, we
That's
asked them?
Bill Holman's.
Yeah.
Is he a member of the Lions Club, Bill Holman's?
Bill Holman's, yeah.
Yeah, so she
She's
can,
not in Lions anymore.
oh, he's not?
What about,
Well, I can talk to Kathy, she runs the store, she lives there.
what do you
Up
need?
to- Well, last year they had the trailers and horse trailers, everything.
Oh,
in
and
the
it's gonna be worse, he's talking about up there now, because because of the fire at the farm where they kept their horses.
But he's gotta get his
I,
stuff
oh, is
out
that
of.
why the horses are in there? Oh,
So he's got a lot, right now he's got a whole load of hay out there, I don't know if it's gonna get wet, but, you know, he's got a lot of stuff out there in the.
Well, he's
But
got,
is that his property or is that,
not the road, we just want him to clear the road, the road is not his property.
okay, just the road going up?
Just so we can get our floats in there and everything, you know, that's all.
That's fine,
And we gotta make sure we know where the ROTC is, we gotta point them where they're gonna stand. They
right,
have to be underneath a tent.
so.
right, and ROTC is doing the flag ceremony because the Boy Scouts,
Oh, good.
you know, so
Good,
I
good, good.
asked
Well,
Captain,
That's good, that's a good thing for them.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yep, they're doing the flag ceremony
Okay, so
for
did you
us.
leave that, was I speaking to Bill Holmes, or were you going to speak
If
to
you,
Bill?
if you know him and you wanna speak to him, that would be great. Just so we have the driveway cleared, that's all, we need to pull the floats and trucks up in there,
Mhm.
so.
Okay, so I will be reaching out to Scott Senecal because Lorraine said he was very good with the line last year. To let her know.
So how many
If there's
people you got
anything.
with the lineup you got? The
Yeah.
Lions Club
Yeah, you got the Lions Club, you got Lorraine.
and Nancy.
Are
I'm
you gonna
sorry?
do you wanna be involved in the lineup, Nan? Or are you just gonna be involved?
I'm up there, I don't,
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it would be nice, you obviously print out something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I would like to have a list of the lineup and how
Yeah.
you want it.
Do you have it? I have a lineup here.
We go by
Only
what we
because
did
people,
last year.
you know, people do come and ask,
Yeah,
and I always just said, go see so-and-so, but if I had a list, it would make it.
yeah, we got it right here.
You got it?
Yeah, right here. This is last year's,
But do you have a copy for her?
and I can take it's gotta be redone for this year.
I'll get a copy
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have it for, the next meeting.
I had this right here too, is that the same one?
Yep. And then there's
Oh, I have
also, there's the layout of the, we'll have to look at that.
By the time I get up to there, I'm not thinking anything big now.
Well, we have the
Yep.
layout for, are you gonna keep it the same way?
Well, I talked to Bill Shea, and he said, Susan, it will work. You know, people will just move around.
Yep.
And the only thing we wanna make sure is the kids that are in the band, especially if the sun is shining, if they're under tents. Because we could, as you're aware, there's a potential of 150 kids in the band being there, and there are 50 in ROTC. And water.
And it tells you how to set up the chairs, you need to get the voting up there too.
Yeah.
And the speakers' chairs have to be set up, and 5 veterans.
Okay, this is another thing that I'm thinking about. General Smith wants to know who his contact is
Contact for what?
at the lineup. He knows that General Smith knows that the lineup is, to be there no later than 10:30. Cause the parade will be going off at 11. Gary, okay, so we have talked a little bit about the parade. The ROTC Color Guard is going to lead the parade, so they'll set the pace. Then Gary Kangas will be next. So who goes in that car? Is it Tom and Andrea? I don't know if the general wants to walk or not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about coming down Main Street. It's gonna be the
It's
parade.
gonna be the police car first,
Yeah.
right?
And then behind
The
him
color guards,
will be the color guard
and then Gary Kangas.
and Gary Kangas.
And who's riding in Gary Kangas' car?
Yeah.
And
That's
and
a
who's
question.
gonna be our, oh, it's Tom,
Master
right?
ceremony.
No,
Master
it's
Not
Tom.
master
ceremonies
ceremonies,
is-
whatever, I've got
Yes,
it.
I
He's a
know.
grand marshal.
I have this
Grand Marshal, yeah. So Tom is,
from before.
so Tom and, Andrea are gonna ride with Gary
Gary
Kangas,
Kangas,
right?
okay.
And
So they're riding with Gary, you
Right.
can tell him that.
I think they're riding with Gary, and then we gotta find out,
If the general wants to walk, or does he wanna march, or does he want to,
Right.
and where would he march? Would he march in the front? Because you got the selectmen, are they gonna march?
Peter, yes.
Oh, Peter's gonna march?
Yeah,
Yay.
well, he's with the
Is he
veterans.
gonna march with the veterans? Okay.
He's gonna march with the
Okay, good.
and Jeff Williams said that he would march too.
Now, Jeff's not a veteran though, where are we gonna put him to march?
He would. Well, you put him before the veterans, wouldn't you? Or do you
Okay.
put him after the veterans? What does the lineup say?
I can't.
Police, Grand Marshal, Masters.
Oh, yeah,
Town
he would.
officials.
Alright. Oh, the militia goes before, the police, the grand marshal, color guards, the militia, the veterans walking, the veterans float, we only have one float,
We're gonna have to change this too, because,
we only have one float. We're gonna take
where
this
do we
one.
put the band?
Jeff Williams is after the, Donnie Berthium, Heather Monroe. The selectmen, Donnie Berthium, are gonna be after the veterans. ROTC and then the band, so this is gonna be, Quabbin ROTC is gonna be first?
No. Club,
No?
looking at two different things, this
Okay,
is
go ahead.
last year.
I know, I'm just.
We said, police, grand marshal, master of ceremonies, town officials, Monty Tech color guard. We wanna split this, change this a little bit, cause we were putting after the police, we were gonna put the color guard. Then we put the grand marshal, master of ceremonies, town officials. McGann, we put the band, Hubbardston militia. Would we put the kids
The
after the
ROTC.
ROTC, after the veterans?
Wouldn't you put, I don't know, see, I don't really know, but I think I would, I don't know, do you think we should call and ask, the ROTC guy, do they wanna march behind the band? Should the
Okay.
ROTC people march behind the bands that
If
go
they'd be in
or
front of
should
the
we-
veterans.
Or should we be,
That means they would be, you put the band, the militia, and then you put the veterans. So you're saying, you've got the color guard. You wanna put the color guard after the police, because
yeah, I
we're
have the color
using
guard
them.
after the grand marshal.
We're putting them in front of Gary Kangas
Okay,
to set the pace.
Gary King has always set the pace, remember that now. His car always used to set the pace, that's how they did it.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter, you wanna do that, that's fine. What, you can change up, and change is great, why not change it? I don't know.
Well, I think your idea of talking to the captain up at the ROTC
Just ask him
to
where he
make,
would like to,
where
where
we
he
should
would-
put people.
where he would like the, ROC, would they like to be before the band or after the band?
Okay.
Or would they be before, you know, I would just check with him to see. Then nobody's feelings gets hurt, we don't know. We don't wanna look like a mash bog of just thrown out there.
You know, isn't this interesting? We don't know what the hell we're doing.
No, we just did, it's different every year, because you've got different things, it's different every year.
It doesn't matter.
So you can't really go with the same thing every year.
I think I don't know how this comes out, but I think the band needs to come towards the, after a few things. It can't put the band first.
Right, because
Because
you
you
gotta be
lose
kinda like in the middle.
the people that are marching lose the band, they don't hear it, and then they're all just kinda looking like a bunch of
Right.
straggling old men.
I know. And doesn't the Lions Club usually put a little patriotic
Well, we've
music?
tried, I'll try again this year. Last year, everybody said they couldn't hear it, but I'll try
Yeah.
again. Maybe just turn it up louder,
Yeah.
so.
Well, so the color guard is like for the 6 kids. You know, it's just a line of them going down. And the McGann marching band was what, 10 people? We're gonna have 150 people,
Right.
okay? So it's a darn good question as to where you wanna put them, because a lot of veterans have hearing aids.
Yeah, like,
So, you know, not to throw another monkey wrench in it, but you gotta think of these things. So,
so I don't know, you don't think the selectmen and Donnie Berthium should be up?
they never march, Claude, they're on the field like pretty close to noontime when the ceremony.
Donnie doesn't
Goes
usually
off.
march,
No,
but Jeff Williams and Peter march.
Yeah.
But none of the
and
others.
Katie, I think,
She's with the Boy Scouts, or no, she's not Boy Scouts anymore.
and she's aging out of the Girl Scouts too. Her kids are all, her girls are seniors,
Okay,
so,
so you know,
Got
we're
more
not
work
gonna
to do
probably
this.
have motorcycles, that's one thing we're probably not.
yeah.
You're not gonna have many cars, I don't think.
Tractors,
Well, the Greens will have their tractors, there'll be a couple of
Okay.
tractors.
we
One of their
military,
tractors always pulls the Lions.
okay.
Right,
Military vehicles, we haven't asked.
we're not gonna have any
No,
military
no.
vehicles.
There are gonna be horses.
Yeah,
And
well,
then-
I gotta check with Bob, have you called Bob and Steph?
They're already talking about doing it, Tricia told me they were.
How's Tricia now? Oh, is her daughter riding up there?
It's one of her boys, and I think she rides up there too.
I mean, her boys, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll call him just to
Yeah.
double check.
oh, absolutely, Claude, absolutely, and gotta reach out to the, Girl Scouts. Got a lot to do, okay. Our list is getting long of things that we need to do. And we
This is
just
a-
have to go and execute,
You gotta
Get it-
execute, you
get
gotta
it-
get these,
get it done.
so you gotta get these flyers out,
yes, okay,
you gotta get these, you might as well type off a few, we do everything, pass them out now.
yeah,
I'm gonna go over to the school
yeah,
right now.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to go into?
yeah,
You want this to go into the school?
I gotta
Anything
do
they
the
can
bicycle thing.
Alright,
too.
you got the bicycle?
Yeah, I can grab the bicycle thing real quick, so we'll have a packet that's goes out, we need to invite the soccer team, softball teams.
Why don't we call
I
them
have
right
that
today and get
information.
that done?
I've got all that information.
Why don't we just call them right now and get it done, and over with? The Girl Scouts, who's in charge of the Girl Scouts?
Well, I know Stevie,
So you.
LaBelle, I'll reach out to her. I did talk to her at, the Hubbardston, Make Hubbardston Beautiful. I talked to her that day. So, okay. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Well, it seems you got everything done, you just got, I called the bus company is all
Yeah.
set. In fact, it was confirmed yesterday, I don't know the bus
Yeah.
driver that's picking them up. So,
There's 3 buses.
3 buses.
Sharon, we got the shuttle up and down Main Street. Sharon's already said yes to that.
They need to pick the people up at the Hub House and bring them out to the parade.
Okay,
They need to see who from the Hub House, we need to get a list of people who from the Hub House would like to have the van pick them up at a certain time and then bring them up.
Yep.
And set them out here in the front, you know, we're
Yeah.
not gonna bring them up there, set them out in the front and then they can just kinda walk up to the
Yeah.
field. Yeah.
what about chairs for them?
They can
They're on
bring their
their
own
own.
chairs,
They're on their
you know,
own.
they're gonna have to bring their chairs,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know,
Okay,
there's chairs up in the field for them.
So that was, how many chairs I think I had down here?
You're gonna set up, how many chairs for the singers, cause the singers are gonna be in. So you should have this thing too, Vince. Where the chairs are gonna be set up.
I have the thing from last year.
What do I do with it?
Claudia, I'm glad that you're back.
There's someone with, oh,
Cause where are we gonna put
see,
the
this
golden
is,
ages?
this is wrong. This is wrong, because don't you usually have you, and then usually the singers are over here, singers,
We put the singers under the
over
the
here,
trees,
over here, right?
because they needed to be near the,
And here's the podium.
Okay,
they have to be near the podium, the
Okay.
sound system.
somebody will be up there Sunday or Monday morning to tell the Lions guys where to put these chairs.
Right, and they need to get the podium.
Podium is right here.
I know, but the
Right there.
Lions need to get the podium to get it up there for us.
Okay,
Cause the podium is right here.
okay, so they're responsible for that.
Yep, we need them to help us with the podium.
Okay.
So this was when, we gotta make out a new thing, Susan, we
Yeah.
gotta talk about that, we're gonna make out a new list. Do you have last year's?
Yeah,
This is not last year's.
this is all last year's stuff.
Somebody will be here at this building
Yeah.
Monday morning?
See, we did the militia, the Green Girls Singers, 3 rows, bugler, veterans and families, and sports team is a pine tree.
But now you're gonna have a special place for the ROTC, it's gotta be over here.
Yeah,
I think.
so we did Monty Tech ROTC. And the bicycles and the Girl Scouts.
You don't want,
We got the band too.
what does this say?
Veterans and families.
And sports tent should be over here. Why is,
Okay,
that should be over
yeah.
there. The singers are here, the Green Girls, the militia, here's the podium. Yeah,
We're gonna have to redo this.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's why if we kinda go up the night before with a little white and mark it off,
Right.
paint, and put what's, and how many chairs,
Okay.
how many singers are gonna be there, how many.
Last year, you got 150. When we started this, you told me to order 100, but then you changed it back to 150.
Oh, no. Did you, why?
Nerves,
Decided you would,
nerves.
oh, nerves. Well, we got 150, okay.
How
that's
many
good.
chairs do you want? I need to get hold of them and let them know.
Alright, so
I
you're
have
gonna
told
have,
them
alright,
150.
so let's just sing, are there gonna be 25 singers? We're gonna have 25 singers?
I would,
No
wouldn't
more
be
than that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had 20.
Alright, so let's say 25 singers, just to be, and then we've got,
You got
the
General Smith.
speakers, 1, 2, 3, so
You've
it's-
got you have 4 speakers.
okay, so that's, 29. So say 30, cause you got anybody else who might
Yeah.
wanna say. And then you've
You've got the guys with the poppies, or are you just gonna pull them out of the,
you're gonna get the guys with the poppies, you're gonna have
Yeah.
5. We
Were
don't-
they gonna be up, or they're gonna be with veterans and they'll just come up?
No,
and
you're gonna
it's-
set them up in the front,
Okay,
cause that looks very nice, you're gonna set
Okay.
them all up.
there's gonna be 6,
6.
yeah,
Are they gonna sing that other song?
yes.
Oh,
They've
they
been
know it?
practicing.
Oh.
The Space Force.
Yes, Space Force.
Come on, Nance, back me up here.
Well, I don't know, you say that other song, I don't know what you're talking about.
The
Sorry.
Space Force, yes.
Space
Yeah.
Force, yes.
Okay, so.
Actually,
so
the,
six.
the,
And who,
the,
do we have somebody that can put it on for the
Um,
Space Force?
we need somebody from the Air Force, and Lauren said that she'd be more than happy to do it.
Not the Air Force, we got Air Force people, but do we
Yeah.
have someone from the Space Force?
The Space Force came out of the Air Force, so if we don't have anybody from the Space Force, Lauren
Take an
said
Air
that she
Force
would do
person.
it,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Alright, so you want 6 up there, so that's
Yeah.
okay. So there's, how many chairs we got now? 30. And then if we have 20 vets, we'll be happy. 30, 40, 50,
Yeah.
right? And do we need a couple of chairs in case the ROTC wants to sit, or do we need, but we need to have the golden ages, some chairs for old
Yeah.
people. So 50.
So if you got 100, you'd be fine, do you think, or is,
I think we'd be fine 100 would be fine.
So you want 100?
I think 100, don't you?
Yeah, I,
Is it gonna be big on the cost? How much is it for 150 and how much is it for 100?
Okay. I will ask.
I mean, if it's not huge, then
150 last year was total of $300.
and this is the thing, your delivery charge is
That
gonna be
was,
a
the delivery charge was 75, so the total was $225 for 150 chairs. 225.
okay.
So 100 would probably be, you know,
It's
200.
still,
100.
it's still gonna be $75 to have them delivered.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Right,
So no matter what you do, you got the delivery fee.
right. But I just said there's less chairs.
Yeah.
And who's gonna fold up the chairs and put them back?
Well, I would think,
The
I don't know.
Lions? The Lions?
Will the
would they-
Lions break it down afterwards?
I don't know, cause I didn't ask them that. And there, a lot of these, well, some of them would stay, but a lot of them were gonna come in the morning, do this, and then be on their way.
Yeah.
And they may do their thing, yep, yep.
I don't know.
I mean,
John, we can use John for that.
Yeah. yeah, John
Help
will be
there.
around.
I'm sure there'd be people, but I didn't ask them to do that, to help break down the tent. I didn't even ask them to put up the tent, so.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Do that. But,
Did we help them do that? We came over here and pulled apart the.
We had to pull apart the trunk, we had
Yeah.
the ice cream social, I got the ice cream social over here, I gotta do.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry,
I could have sworn the chair people took it.
No.
Did they?
No.
Oh, I'd love it if they did.
No, they
Well, you-
didn't
that's a
take them.
question you can ask.
You put them, you had to stack them, cover 'em,
Against their chair.
and they came the next day. They come on Tuesday. They don't come.
No, I know they don't
Yeah.
come up then,
Yeah, we have to bring them down. We've got the flags too.
but. So
that really-
we're back to 100 or 150? What did you decide?
Well, get the 150, Nance, what the heck, we gotta make sure everybody has a chair, and if the ROTC people need to have a chair, then we need to give them a chair.
I mean, if you're, and if you have,
We
if
have-
you're gonna
we
have the
better have
people
more than
coming
not
up
enough.
from, wherever, down at Hub House,
Yeah.
you'll have chairs up there.
Yeah, we gotta,
For them.
cause we have chairs, we used to set,
Yeah.
Mom used to set the chairs up underneath the trees for the families and
Yeah.
people who might wanna sit down.
Yeah.
So. Alright,
Alright, I did not hear on your lineup, I heard a benediction, but I didn't hear an invocation.
Oh, we haven't, that's like,
didn't hear it.
that's the very first thing.
I didn't hear it mentioned before I racked my brain for.
Oh, that's okay, Nick. There are changes that are gonna be made to
I-
this, but, okay. Very first thing, I would like to ask all of you to please stand, so Nancy Rogan,
Okay,
a
just as
member
long
of
as
the
the
Hubbardson Memorial
invocation.
Day Committee, can open our program with an
Okay,
invocation.
not a problem.
Please stand.
yeah, that's Mike's gonna do all that.
Mike, stand.
Oh, he's gonna be a godsend.
He is, he is.
Very good. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. So,
It's gonna be,
okay,
it's gonna be.
can I have a motion to adjourn so that we can go and get stuff done?
Yep, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
Okay, and it's adjourned at 10:05.